Well, this summer there's going to be so many fun things going on in Milwaukee, like outside parties, there's festivals, there's concerts, but it's even more fun if you can do those things with a special someone. So today, how to find love. We've got 4 helpful hints on how to have a great first date.
I love it. Shawn Alderton is the founder and CEO of Affluent Amore Matchmakers. She is, get this, the only professional certified matchmaker in Wisconsin. Hi, Shawn.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you guys didn't meet last time you were here on the yellow couch.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, I love talking about this, and I think because Tiff and I have had this conversation, what is a matchmaker? Because a lot of us, we fashion ourselves a matchmaker, or our friends think they're matchmakers.
Exactly.
But you actually do it professionally.
Yes, it's really pretty simple. I just facilitate love. I work with...
That doesn't sound very simple. Facilitating love.
There's a little more to it, but I work with single people. I make the initial introduction. And I think what really makes me stand out with versus all these other matchmakers I've been meeting, and also people that help single people, is I definitely have something special. I have intuition, and it's really used in this job. I can just, it's hard to explain, but I have a sixth sense about people and really know who goes together.
Cool.
And
you're trained too. I mean, that's something that you went through an actual training for. There's a certification to be a matchmaker, correct?
Correct. I actually went to school, and it's in New York. It's the only board-certified matchmaking school. And recently, I actually just got back from the same city. We had a big matchmaking convention. Now, normally, I work with all of these matchmakers all over the U.S. via phone and internet. And it was really great because I got to meet everybody in person. And the top speakers for relationships, doctors, authors. It was really great information to gather, and now I can pass it all on to my clients.
See, I think that's so cool that you get together because it opens up your network too, I feel like, to other people. How do you, because a lot of people these days are on Tinder, they're on Match.com, they use, you know, religious sites. There's a whole variety of different online dating, millionaires. How are you different than, say, an online dating service? People
that come to me, I think the main reason I hear over and over is I save them time. They can just cut to the chase. I hear so many stories about how they wasted their time trying this way or that way. And that's something that I really facilitate. I can think about just this most recent match I made. This gentleman came to me, and great guy. He really was not interested in getting married again.
Was or wasn't?
Was not.
Okay.
Oh, wasn't?
He was looking for a long-term relationship, of course, and the match was made after he met with me in just 2 weeks. And I think it was a little bit sooner than he expected. It's great because both sides, they're so happy right now, and he definitely changed his mind. I know I'm going to be going to a future wedding.
No way!
Yes.
Whoa!
Yes.
It's because you vet people. I mean, you ask them so many questions. It's a very detailed interview. Your clients are men, but women are able to use your service for free.
Exactly.
I love it.
Okay, so let's get to the good stuff. First dates, because I think first dates are a little nerve-wracking for people. Some people who are back into the dating scene, some people maybe recently divorced and they're looking to start dating again, or a loved one passed away. Whatever it is, first dates are a little nerve-wracking. So you've got 4 tips for a good first date. What should we start with?
I would say one thing I tell my clients is listen as much or more than you talk.
Yeah.
That's pretty key, because I think people get nervous. They end up
just
talking and venting on a date. Sometimes they use that as the time to do it, and it's really important. Do not bring up serious subjects. It's just not appropriate.
It's not a therapy session.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Believe me, it's made that way sometimes, and I get this feedback from clients, and it's like, okay, so it's just really important to keep that in mind.
Okay, what's number 2?
Okay.
I would say also an important point is I tell everybody, just don't reveal too much too soon.
Like, don't talk about the ex, right?
Right.
Have a little mystery, right? I mean, you gotta keep them hooked. You
gotta rein them in.
Date.
Definitely.
Give it all up.
Exactly, and that happens a lot. Also, I would say, this is something that I've heard too many stories about this one. Do not drink too much, because especially what happens, I tell all my clients maybe 2 drinks. 1 is ideal. That's what I believe. But what happens is a guy will tempt the lady and, hey, would you like another wine? Sure. They're nervous. They're trying to relax. And eventually, you know, things go south, and the guy's looking at her, and she's slurring her words.
Not good, right?
He's thinking, is this going to be the future mother of my children?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. Probably not. So just don't blow it, because it's easy to do that and just kind of overdo it sometimes.
What's your last and final tip? 4 tips for a good first date.
I would say being polite is so important to keep in mind. It's really important to be friendly to the wait staff, the hostess, everybody you come in contact with, because what's going through a date's mind is how this person's treating all these people is probably how I'm going to be treated in the future.
Yeah, and somebody who complains about their meal or their drink or whatever it may be, I mean, you're like,
they're so
man,
negative.
they're negative, right?
Yeah.
You want to be uplifted and positive and happy on a first date.
Exactly.
Okay. So those are 4 pieces of advice for it. How about good questions on a first date? Because I've heard mixed reviews on things you shouldn't talk about. I don't like to follow any rules personally. I mean, that's just the way it is. But you've got 4 questions that you think are very important to ask on a first date, right?
Right. The main one that I share with all my clients is, what should I know about you that I would never ask? What should I know about you that I would never ask?
Oh, okay, I like that.
Because it really makes them think and brings up something. Also, what makes you laugh the most?
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's really important because it's just key. I think when you find out what does somebody else find funny, it really is key to their perception of life and what their personality is all about.
I totally
and so
agree.
many people look for sense of humor.
Humor is so important, especially during tough times even. And I think about how important it is to you in finding someone a sense of humor. But I think even, you know, as you raise children and as you go through difficult times in life, I mean, a sense of humor
you have to have
really helps.
That's
okay,
key.
Number 3.
And also, I would say you need to find out what do your Saturdays look like. And
what do you do in your free time, kind of like?
Exactly. You need to find out about their discretionary time, how they use it, because depending on what they say, if they go on and on about, oh, I work, and you know that you can tell they spend a lot of their free time on their career, probably workaholic.
Or they wake up and all day they're on the couch until they go to bed watching sports.
Exactly. You might have the couch potato, which is fine. If you're a couch potato, you got your match. But, and also, I mean, you might have a father talking about coaching his son's soccer game, and pretty good indication he's into sports, likes kids, and maybe you know, into helping people out. So it's pretty key.
Is there any last questions that you should ask on a first date?
I would say probably last would be, one of my favorites is, have you figured out your calling yet? And if they say yes, what is it?
What are they passionate about?
Exactly, because I really feel that's really important to know, because if somebody is explaining to you that they've already thought about it, they've integrated it into their job or career like I have, or somebody really spends a lot of their time in a hobby they're, like you said, really passionate about, you're probably looking at a happier person.
Yeah, we ran out of time.
Those are great questions.
But since we're talking about first dates, real quick, should you kiss on a first date?
Should you kiss on it? Yes, definitely at the end.
Woo!
You can
doing it right!
You can sense if it's positive on both sides.
What if you have strep throat? Should you still?
Well, that would be if you don't like the guy, right? Okay.
Tiff gave somebody strep throat.
I missed this one. Okay.
Is it okay to say on TV?
So.
And then should you sleep with someone on a first date?
Absolutely not.
No.
You've just blown it. I mean,
Really?
Literally.
Just
yeah. Done.
Okay. It's just, I only work with commitment-minded people, and just don't let that happen. If you really, if you want a long-term,
about don't drink too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually
Little goggles going on.
It goes together, definitely.
You're great, Shawn.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was awesome. So our sound off today, this is fitting. Go to our Facebook page and tell us what you think about this. Should you kiss on the first date? You don't have to say what Shawn said. You can tell us what you think. Cameraman Dave's going to go there and tell us what he thinks about whether or not his best advice to daters out there, single people, should you kiss on the first date. And Shawn is generous enough to offer this referral fee for $250. That's what you can get to anyone who refers a man who becomes one of her clients. You get $250 in cash. Go to affluentamore.com to find out more about her services, because she also does dating coaching, image consulting, all that good stuff, and women can join for free, and you can find out more about how all that works.
Thanks, Shawn.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you. Thank you.